With some time left before dawn, Alan takes the opportunity to study the warrior manual, exploring the path of becoming a warrior. Chi, the energy harnessed by humans, has no real limits. Almost everyone can cultivate it. People like Roy, who can release chi without training, possess innate chi, which is rare and initially weak. This means they can release chi earlier but are not inherently stronger. Cultivating chi is not straightforward. Without manuals and guidance, it might be impossible to achieve in a lifetime. Thus, the manual Roy gave Alan is incredibly valuable. Alan begins learning to gather chi through warrior training. Unlike meditation, which involves entering a semi-dormant state for cultivation, chi training requires pushing the body to its limits and unleashing its potential through specific techniques. Those with innate chi, like Roy, have a natural advantage. Alan, lacking this gift, starts with basic physical training to build muscle strength. With the right methods and enough talent, he aims to become a true warrior. On the Alandia continent, warriors outnumber arcane mages, but becoming one is challenging. Various factors cause at least 90% of aspirants to fail. However, Alan, with his diligence and promising physique, can still succeed with proper training. Alan has spent a week with the four adventurers in the Meldal Mountains, working as a laborer. Carrying their luggage and climbing rugged terrain, his body endures extreme physical training. By day, he follows them through the mountains. By night, he secretly trains. Exhausted, he meditates to expand his arcane vortex and has learned to cast the whirlwind spell. Although it's currently limited in use, with practice, it could become a powerful offensive arcane. Boomer, are you sure we haven't gone the wrong way? Why are we still wandering around the Theo Mountains? The stubbled man, Beard, grows impatient. Theo Mountains are mostly inhabited by beasts, which are not profitable. Beard, you know how vast the Meldal Mountains are. We could get lost without a proper route, and those beasts aren't easy to deal with. An adult beast could easily overpower you, Boomer retorts. All right, stop arguing. Let's keep going. We need to find a beast and return with a core to improve our situation, says Hat, the leader of the group, who always wears a hat. The black-faced adventurer who guarded the gate is responsible for Alan's predicament. Without him, Alan might have escaped with Ella. Alan generally remains silent, doing as he's told without resistance. He knows he cannot challenge them yet and endures their demands with maturity. Hey, kid, get me some water, the black-faced man orders. Alan scans the area and sees no visible water source. He realizes the man is making things difficult on purpose. Nonetheless, he nods and heads to a mountain stream to find water. Don't run off. We're deep in the Meldal Mountains. If you try to escape, you'll get lost, Hat warns. Alan has considered escaping but is shackled and would likely get lost if he tried. He has no choice but to comply. At the stream, Alan finds a spring flowing from the rocks. The spring is halfway up the mountain, requiring him to climb down to collect the water. Let's give it a try, Alan mutters. Climbing down is difficult, so he decides to use the whirlwind spell to lift the water. Alan learned the whirlwind spell the night he was in the stable. By compressing and colliding two winds from different directions, he creates a vortex. The principle involves releasing two wind airflow spells that collide and create a vortex, which is then strengthened into a whirlwind spell. Alan is unsure if other arcane mages use the same method, but he has developed a slightly offensive arcane. With practice, he hopes to use it more effectively. Whoosh! Alan releases the arcane, creating a swirling airflow below the stream. The vortex lifts some wet grass, but not the water. Position wasn't right. Try again, Alan says determinedly. He adjusts and generates two wind airflow spells that collide to form a vortex. This time, the vortex reaches the spring, disturbing and lifting the flowing water. However, the whirlwind is too weak to lift the water high enough. Despite the difficulty, Alan makes progress. After several attempts, he finally manages to lift the spring water. The success causes the water to splash on his face, making him messy, but he laughs heartily, pleased with his progress in controlling wind-type arcane.